Welcome to YOUCANIC. Today here on YOUCANIC we're going to go over how you to remove this bumper, to replace this bumper if you need to, and also in the removal process of a bumper, it is the way to be able to get to your headlight assembly to do that. So to start with, this is a 2016 Mazda 3, regular sedan, and to start with we've got a few things we've got to remove up on the top, and we'll go over that. And then there's a bunch of screws and push pins on the bottom to remove, and there's also two push pins in here, and there might be a few other things. I'll try to keep a good tack on it. So up here on the top there's going to be at least two push pins. There's a push pin here and there's a push pin under this cover. Once we remove these two bolts to be able to get this up and out of the way. These push pins up here do not need to be removed. If you're removing the whole bumper, you can take them off if you want to, but either way, this is just a little cover plate, right? So over here we have a push pin and two bolts or screws that we'll remove, and that should be everything on the top side right here that we can be able to pull this bumper up and away a little bit. And then we got to go do some push pins on the fender well, and there's push pins and bolts on the bottom, right? So to remove the push pins, if you either have the tool or just a regular little screwdriver, and pop this pin out. For this one over here, we got to remove these bolts. These are size 10. And then we're just going to push that out of the way. Apparently there's no push pin right there. There probably would be, but it's not there. Just two screws. Another two screws over here. And that push pin. And then we'll go over to the wheel well. This wheel well is already taken apart. So we'll go to the wheel well on this side. On this side, we've got three push pins to be removed. 1, 2, 3. And then there will be some push pins and some screws on the bottom. And so we'll start with these. Again, just using our little pick tool or a small screwdriver. So with those push pins removed, you can just pull this. This is just clipped in there. And then we'll go down on the bottom and remove what needs to be removed there. So on the bottom here, there would be a push pin over here where the wheel well comes in. You see these screws here? We're going to have to remove these screws. Well, they're screws slash bolts. So they take a screwdriver head or your nut driver. Which they're a size number 8. Okay, so with all the push pins and the screws removed from the bottom, it should pull off, unless I have forgotten something. But it really should just kind of prop up, pull off. Now, there's going to be one thing. There's going to be electrics that you want to disconnect from the bumper. And the electrics go to this light here, which is your blinker light on both sides, and what would have been the fog light. So We'll go ahead and remove those. And that's how you go ahead and remove your bumper, and we'll put it back on in the reverse process when we get to that. Thanks for watching. YOUCANIC, where you can be the mechanic.